Hi, my name's Aaliyah. I'm a second year at Merton College studying Spanish and Portuguese.
Hello, I'm Holly. I'm a first year undergraduate at Merton studying history and Spanish.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm a fourth year and I study French and Spanish.
I decided to study Spanish at university because I love the language at both GCSE and A-level. During my 2 years at sixth form, we were able to study 2 works of Spanish literature, which made me want to study more at university. I also love the idea of being able to spend my year abroad in Spain or Latin America, being able to converse with the locals and immerse myself fully into the culture, as I did during a Year 10 exchange, which I loved. I also believe that learning a language is a really good skill to have and allows you to access other transferable skills which would be useful in the future, for example, in the place of work.
Alongside history, Spanish was the subject that I enjoyed the most while I was doing my A-levels. It was the subject that I was most passionate about and the subject that I was most keen to explore at a higher level. I know when I did my A-levels, I only read one book and I only watched one film. So I really wanted to be able to engage with Spanish literature and film more critically, and studying at Oxford gave me the opportunity to do this. I've always wanted to reach a level of fluency in Spanish and be bilingual, so studying Spanish at university seemed like the most logical step towards achieving this goal.
I decided to study Spanish at university because it was something that I'd really enjoyed at school. It was something that I was quite good at school. And so I wanted to have the chance to take my interests in Spanish and Latin American culture and really focus on those to sort of have the choice to pursue the things that I was interested in.
My favourite part of the course has been the literature. We're exposed to such a wide variety of different genres, time periods, and authors, as well as studying literature from Latin America as well as Spain. I particularly enjoyed the tutorials which I've had, as I often leave thinking more deeply about the works and become aware of things that I hadn't noticed the first time I'd read them.
I have to say the variety of different things that you study as a Spanish student has been one of the things that I've most enjoyed about the course. So the variety of literature that I've already studied has been amazing. So I've only done 10 weeks at Oxford, taught weeks so far, and I've already studied 4 books or 4 works. So I've studied some poems, I've studied a drama, and I've studied a novel. So this breadth of different material and different works that you're able to cover in a short space of time, I found to be really engaging. Furthermore, the pace at which we move through contents, although it can be quite nerve-wracking, I know I was quite worried about the intensity of the course. I found it to be one of the things I most enjoy about the course because you're able to see progression really quickly. I look back at my first essays now and I think, oh no, it's so good to see the progression in such a short space of time, and I found this to be really, really rewarding. For me, I found it negotiating the balance and time management to be one of the hardest things. As a joint honours student, which I know quite a lot of Spanish students will be, because you study Spanish either alongside a different language or alongside joint schools in quite a lot of cases, as well as the sole course. In terms of managing time between my different subjects and different pieces of work, you have become quite good at planning quite quickly. In terms of essay writing, I didn't take English literature A-level, so I found writing literature essays initially to be a bit of a step up and a bit of a change in how I write, but this was not an insurmountable challenge. It was just something that I had to learn to, and I had to adapt my style to when I first started. But overall, I'd say that the challenges that you encounter are not impossible to overcome. So far, I've had a lot of support from the people that I study with and the people teaching me. So I say don't worry about the challenges, it's all part of learning.
The biggest challenge, though, has been adapting to the idea that there's no one right way of doing things. That whatever allows you to put your point across most convincingly, to argue what you want to say in your essays is the most important thing.
A piece of advice which I would give to someone wishing to apply to study Spanish at Oxford University is make sure that you do truly love literature, as we study it lots during the course. I also think that it will shine through an interview if you do. Although the interview can be a rather nerve-wracking experience, I would also encourage you to try and enjoy it, as it somewhat replicates what a tutorial is like when you're a student here. For me, I tried to think of the interview as a conversation, and by doing this I felt more at ease to suggest things when we spoke about the poem which I was given to analyse.
So the advice I'd give to someone applying to Spanish at Oxford would be to try and identify the things that have most interested you at school and really try and push those. So try and find films or books. They don't need to be huge novels, just things related to the topics. Perhaps ask your teachers if they can recommend anything, and really think try and think deeply about what's going on in those sources, because it'll give you lots to talk about at interviews.
I'd say the most important things are to show an interest in Spanish outside your A-level learning. So showing an extracurricular love of Spanish. So this can be sort of exhibited in a variety of ways. I know that when I was applying, I watched a lot of podcasts. I listened to a lot of podcasts. I listened to the radio in slow Spanish. I read a lot of newspaper articles to try and engage with current affairs that were going on in Spain. I had a little look at different pieces of literature that I could engage with at my level. I got myself an introductory volume of poetry with English translations side by side with the Spanish originals. And I found this to be a really good way to start engaging with Spanish literature more deeply. And with the personal statement, just try and exhibit your love of Spanish. Don't tell them that you really like Spanish, just show them through all the bits and bobs that you've been doing outside of your classes. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening, and I really hope you choose to apply to Oxford. Bye.